With summer over, it can be easy to slip into hibernation mode as you eat stodgy foods, become inactive and hide from the biting chill of winter. But just because you're hiding your body under 4 shirts, a coat and a scarf doesn't mean you should stop looking after it. So here are our 5 apps to stay trim during the winter. But before I start, let me just remind you, before you embark on any major changes in lifestyle, you should always check with a medical professional. Let's start with that all-important but night-out ruining diet tracker. Now there are loads of these on the market, but for the last 5 months I've been using Noum to some pretty great results. When you start up the app, it checks what weight you are and what you want to be, then sets your calorie goal for each day. It's easy to use with lots of ways to measure food and exercise. Plus, it's colourful, which made it feel a little bit more playful than the more stat-based apps. Next, if you haven't been that active over the summer, then it's best to start with something low impact, though still taxing, and I would recommend yoga. Daily Yoga is an attractive app that gives you plenty of routines for free to help you find your centre of gravity and get used to stretching. It may not be for everyone, and if you don't know all the poses, you might want to make sure you have a large device so you can follow the commands. But it's a great way to start staying active indoors. Right, now we're ready for something a little more active, and Runtastic has become something of an industry standard in fitness apps. But along with its running and cycling trackers, it also has some pretty hardcore things such as Six-Pack. This pain-inducing app takes your stomach from ham-filled to hardened with its daily ab crunching routines. It starts off light, but within a month has you sweating for 30 minutes at a time as you tuck and curl your way through the agony. Make it stop! Make it stop! Since we've already mentioned Runtastic, we are going to lump its running and cycling tracking apps into a single pick. If you're a road runner or have an area where you can take your bike for a good thrashing, then this series of apps is what you need. It perfectly tracks your progress both by session and over time. The thing is, while I really found this useful while riding my bike at first, I soon found city riding quite limiting as I kept hitting red lights. Finally, we have something that I guess can only be called a game? Zombies Run is a running app crossed with a radio play. Your helicopter comes down in a field after the zombie apocalypse, and you must make a mad dash to a nearby settlement. As you run, the game will play music from your selected playlist, intersected with reports of your progress and warnings of zombies closing on your position. Why do I prefer this to normal running apps? Well, it adds a little bit more purpose to the mundane act of running, but it also doesn't rely solely on GPS, and you can choose between GPS or motion to track how far you've run, meaning I can use it on a treadmill. That's it for this week. Next week I'll be back with 5 recommendations from the best apps of the week. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that, and I'll see you then.